No, what the fuck?
I can't do nothing. Wait, hold on, wait. We're about to really jump.
Yeah, we're gonna jump back into
The following statements you are about to hear are not made to offend or hurt anybody's feelings, although we may discuss serious topics. It's all entertainment, man. In all reality, don't take too serious. Have fun, laugh a little bit, relax. Let's talk about it. Shades Talk.
Joints. I gotta
Let me put this John on real quick.
put the
put the jaws on real quick. All right, so it's next week. We're back. I haven't changed my clothes in a week. Don't judge me.
Judge me. I took a shower though.
Yeah, exactly.
We got a new top over here. I don't know what
All
to
right,
tell
so
you.
new topic. So we were talking about if you're with somebody and they start telling you things that they don't like to do, specifically in reference to you.
Right.
Maybe it's something they don't like doing with a part of your body or an action. It's kind of like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? You with me. So what was your take on that, Elena? As far as a man wanting to be love
I
all
don't know.
of you.
Like for me, I'm real big on like a masculine man.
Mhm.
Like I want a man that wants and loves every part of my body. Now,
Right.
I might have an attitude here and there. He might not like my attitude. He might not like, something that I said. But he just loves the feminine energy that I have
Mhm.
and my body from head to toe.
Facts.
So that's what I'm into.
It's nothing wrong with that. I mean, like I said, I'm married. My wife pissed me off. Yeah.
Mhm.
But even when she pissed me off, it's like, damn, I could do something right now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's that's the type of energy that should be known before the relationship begins. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do, what you don't do. You know what I'm saying? I like to give. I will expect my spouse to also be like to give.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro. Certain things. I can't judge. We are human. I know everybody got different strokes, different folks, but on some masculine man shit, certain things is man law that you gonna do for your woman.
And love it. When you do it, you love it.
Yeah, for sure. It's not. I enjoy it because I know when I handle the business, I hear the enjoyment that only inspires me to enjoy it more.
That's
Exactly.
crazy.
Real talk right there.
So
But he ain't lying.
I'm just saying.
So listen.
Okay, because this is what I've been
Yeah, we're gonna jump into this shit. Man, you can't tell me that we together and you don't like giving head because I'm like, bro, if I'm going to give you, and I feel like after I get done doing my thing, life is better. I'm not gonna lie, everything's
Everybody's
better.
happy.
Little light
Everybody's
on your
happy.
feet.
The house smell better.
They like, yo, you want
This
breakfast?
is getting done a little quicker. The food tastes better.
What?
You know what I'm saying? I don't even get bothered as much sometimes. Them phone calls and text messages stop coming in. But you don't like reciprocating that? It's like, what the fuck is going on in this motherfucker, bro? Because that is a key element to life. I don't give a fuck who you are.
Ed is a key element.
It's a key, yes. It's a key element. Like, listen, man, I'm not even gonna be around the motherfucking bush. P already went into the graphics of the noises and all that shit. And there's some real shit to that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying this to say that you might not be good at something when you first get with a person.
You
Work
can
on it
learn.
and figure it out.
Yeah,
Y'all
they
can figure it out.
can
Learn
teach
each
you.
other.
They
Yeah.
can teach you.
Exactly.
You
know
know,
what I'm
teach
saying?
each other.
And you know, we'll do a Politic'n with Shades class.
Patreon episode.
We ain't there yet. But no, that's the real shit, bro. Love your person, man. Learn their body. Learn their fucking body.
So yes, learn their body, right? And so I will tell you, as a person, is I didn't mind giving it. I did not like receiving it. And
Some women don't though.
Okay,
Some
so that's
women
why I said
don't.
my perspective is a little different.
Yeah.
And
That's not a deal breaker.
I had girlfriends who would be like, "What do you mean? I need it every time. You need to make." And I'm like, they're like, "You haven't had somebody who really has
turn you
learned your
out.
body, right? They
Yep.
haven't turned you. You haven't had that curl leg shaking experience. You like, I'm good, right? Because you tell me I'm the best that anyone's ever had, and then I'm like,
Bitch,
get
where?
on up, like,
Right.
you're not doing it for me, right? And then that can turn into you being like, well, I'm not getting it because nobody can give it to me. Great. So then you turn into like, you're not giving it. Right. And like, I've been on the opposite end of that spectrum of being like, oh, I'm not giving it because I'm not getting it. And it's not out of like a tip or tat. It just, it's where I've been at. Right. And so the perspective that I'm learning right now is like, anybody who wants to be with you will learn your body and will really please you.
Absolutely.
And if I think as a woman, you are like, I don't need, this is me, I don't need my man to be like, I'm trying to, they don't need to even indicate it to me, right? Because I know that after I get it done and do this and this, I'm about to get my back cracked. This man's about to go do whatever, this, that, and the third. So I'm being pleased in the bedroom. You eating this right, you knocking all the Sonic coins and Mario rings and all that stuff out, then I'm going to want to please you and be like, let's get it cracking. Like, it's halftime.
That's a real shit.
You know what?
That's a real shit.
Part of what you said, there was a point where, oh no, I don't have to have that. Because I had never experienced. And when you get that person that, this is why I say, Jimmy, I know you heard this question. I asked you this question a couple of times. I'm trying to see if your answer changes.
Trying to get it.
I asked Jimmy this question probably 3 times on multiple different podcasts. And that question is, how can you be satisfied with one woman if you've had so many, right? You know, you've answered that question a couple times. You have not changed.
Right.
You've been consistent. However, this is why I feel like it's difficult because there was a point where I didn't care for it because it wasn't being done right. And I was all right, okay, cool. Let's move on. But then it happened and now it was amazing. And it's like, now you actually have to be into it. If you're not, that will potentially, that is a deal breaker.
Now it's on your list.
Because I want you to love, like I said, I want you to love every part of my body. Now, when you were, this is why I did, like, it's hard for me to understand or grasp or believe, because when you have such exposure to so many different experiences, you're gonna want that, or you're gonna crave it at some point, whether it be the beginning, maybe it's just one point in a relationship, but you're gonna want these bits and pieces of all of these different experiences that you've had, and you're not going to be able to get it in one person.
So, what for layman's terms, what Lane is saying is, once a hoe, you always a hoe.
No, that's
That's what Lane's saying.
I understand.
That's what she's saying. So,
how do you get
no, but I'm about to answer your question. So, this is how I look at it from my life experience. It comes with more than just sex, because yes, sex is very important, but once you get past the sex, what's next after that? When y'all with somebody,
but is sex just sex though? Like, because when we be talking about sex, y'all be making it seem like it's just the definition in the dictionary, and sex is just sex. No, sex can be on so many different levels.
You're right. But that's for each their own.
If you're doing it right,
that's for each their own. Now, I've had fucking amazing sex, and then I see where that goes. So now, once you've done your thing, you've ran the mill or whatever, or whether you're a young man or young woman, you've experienced yourself life. You know, like, what this is gonna come with. I know for a fact that my dick game is good or my pussy is amazing. You know this about yourself. So now, what's next? I know that we'll have a bomb-ass time. I know we'll have a good time because I'm a likable person. You're a likable person.
Yep.
Some people just are likable people. But is that going to make the relationship, is that relationship worthy? You know what I'm saying? So sometimes the people that you will end up with do not check all them boxes.
Hey man, post-nut clarity is real, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, like you said, sex is dope. It could be all of that. But then one thing can get stagnant. You know what I'm saying? If we just rocking off one thing, you get bored quick. And at the end of the day, if you want some growth shit, it is gonna come to a point where you waking up in somebody else's bed like, the fuck am I doing? You know what I'm saying? I'm just here because I'm here. You know what I mean? So I think eventually you do want to find that person you can kick it with. And it's also about that person and your energy. Like, you got to know the person. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though, all right, we link up, had sex one night, the first night we met, cool. But if we go out for coffee and have breakfast afterwards, find out you a dope person, it goes to another date. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So now, not only is the sex is fire, that person's energy is fire. Yeah. So that's going to make the sex even more fire.
My question,
it's a little deeper than that, though.
You're talking about sexual compatibility.
I get what y'all are talking about.
Yeah.
I totally do, but I think maybe I'm asking it wrong.
Okay.
Yes.
You're talking about
I'm more so talking
Say that again.
about
What you say? My bad.
sexual compatibility.
Compatibility. Okay.
You can be compatible with a person and they just got a bomb ass personality.
Right.
And you decide, oh, this is the person I want to marry because they got these factors or whatever.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about is, for example, before I was exposed to the right thing that was for me, I didn't care for it. If you get exposed to multiple different things pertaining to sex, or even you're getting to know multiple different women on different levels, and you notice, oh, this person is nurturing, this person is not, this person can communicate well, this person can't. It's not just sex, I guess, but I guess sex is where the question keeps coming up, because if you've had this exposure to all of these different things, some being great, some being bad, when you finally meet one person, I feel like to some degree, you're going to have some type of an expectation, not knowingly though, like you're going to have some type of a desire for different components of these different relationships or situationships that you've been in with these other people. And that, because you're going to be, let's say you live and you be together forever. You're going to hit these different points. And I've never been married. So I'm also speaking from a naive or point of view as well. So that could be a part of it too.
Also, that might not be for everybody though, right, Elena?
What is it?
Like marriage. Like, it's not. Like, monogamy might not be for... Polygamy might be it for that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you that type of cat... that's what I guess. I'm sorry if I didn't answer the question correctly. I'm just chiming in with my thoughts, trying to understand. Like, it's okay. Like, I think we in this type of world where everybody judge everybody, so everybody can't really be themselves. Right. So you try to be somebody you not. That's gonna kill the relationship even more. Like, if you want some, I like threesome type shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Let that be known in advance.
Perfect example. Like, so if you. I'm so sorry.
No, go ahead.
You got me right there. Say you've been exposed to threesomes. Yeah. Then you finally find this one. You guys have good sex, right? But you've been exposed to threesomes and something that you've grown fond of. You be with this person, sometimes it get a little boring. Now you're wanting to entertain or introduce threesomes into your marriage because it's something that you were exposed to. However, if you were never exposed to it, it may not be something that you're desiring now when you're with this one person. That's a perfect example.
That's
communication and involving, right? So I think it's easy to be like, hey, this is my person. There's these things that I liked, right? Now, before I didn't care if you gave head, but now it's on my list. It's got to happen, right? So like, I'm with you, you do it, and I'm like, okay, cool. So let's talk about it, right? Like, I like when people do da-da-da-da-da-da, and that's what works for me in my body. And they like, okay, cool. You got to be receptive to feedback too. I'm not coming in here and I'm saying you ain't great. I'm just saying what works for me in my body, and this is what I need. Oh, I like it like this. I think like being sexually fluid is a very important conversation to have with people. I like threesomes, right? Like, so I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the threesome example, right? So... that's your thing. All right. Now you introduce it to your partner and you're like, listen.
But your partner might not be into it though.
But so if your partner's not into it, you don't know until you ask, right? And if you do have that conversation and you're like, I would like a threesome. All right, cool, bet. What does that mean, right? Does that mean that he's going to go and pick out the girl? Or is it that he says, hey, I would like a threesome, but you get to pick out the girl because I don't want to bring home anybody that's going to make you feel insecure?
But what if I say no? Now what?
So if you say no, we got to talk about are those deal breakers, right?
What the fuck, lady? You promised me.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but you're already married.
So if you're already married, you talk about like, if that's not a, because I feel like most people threesome is not a like a.
That's a red flag anyway. If you didn't find out about this person till after marriage, that's going back to that is facts. Communication and act 21 questions. 50 Cent said it.
But I think that if you, for whatever reason, don't find out till later, I think the other person has to be like, hey, they kind of even know about my threesome little fetish until now, right? Yeah. So maybe the threesome's not the thing to spice up the sex life. What else is there, right? Mm-hmm. Are we bringing in toys? Are we bringing in swings? Are we do you like BDSM stuff? Do you like blindfolds and this and that and talking about how else you can grow your
and if you're really vibing with that person, cool. You're not in the threesomes, babe. Like you said, let's communicate. Let's try something else. Let's figure something out. Mm-hmm. And that may lead to that. You know what I'm saying? We might do something to have fun, and then she might turn around, or he might, you know what, babe? Let's give it a try. Yeah. I guess it does come down to the questions. It does come down to the communication. You gotta have those type of conversations before you step up to the next level. Yeah. That's point blank, period. Because if you don't, you setting yourself up for failure. If you marry somebody you don't really know,
it's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work, fam.
Which happens.
It does happen. It does happen.
At 100%.
More often than not.
80, 90.
But we also got to be truthful. We also got to be truthful with each other. We also got to be truthful with each other.
Most of the time, and I'm not married again, still speaking from I want to get married though, but I'm not married. I've never been married. But like my mentality around marriage this summer has completely changed. I feel like
what did it change from? If you don't mind me asking.
It changed from I felt like I was on a time crunch. Okay. Like I want to get married.
By a certain age.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, got you.
And I don't even know if I like put a certain age on it, but I think like it was always.
It's a clock.
I think it was always like, at some point, maybe in my 30s, and so I felt like I was on a time crunch. Now I don't. Mm-hmm. I don't because I feel like I'd rather wait. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And get to know a person instead of feeling like I'm rushed. Yeah. Ask questions and meet the right person. The person that I know is compatible for me. Mm-hmm. So that we don't, hopefully, prayerfully not have to deal with divorce and stuff like that. And we actually are happy.
But that right person part is so important on every aspect. Yeah. It's going to be the right person because when you're talking about finances, it's the right person when you're talking about how you raise your kids. Mm-hmm. The right person matters. And it really does for a sexual compatibility piece of it too, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Is because I feel like, this is my take, when you find the right person, sex is different. Mm-hmm. Right? I
agree. 100%.
You be like, you want to do what?
It's the chemistry.
Let's try this. Let's do this. Right. And so you're more open to certain things. And even it's like, hey, we could try that once and see what that happens and whether or not we're okay with this or we're not okay with it. But I think like having that is important. And then those other aspects kind of tie into it. Do you trust your person, right? Because I think when you talk about threesomes or anything else that potentially involves other people, you start talking about why you like that about that person. Exactly. There's an insecurity that comes into play, right? Like I'm a person that's like, oh, you going to strip club? Cool. Can I go too? I'm trying to see somebody shake something too. You know what I mean? Right. And I think like you can test that water with that. Like how do I react seeing someone else give them attention, right? And if you're not like, you looked a little too hard over there, like, okay, maybe that's not the environment that you would do well in if somebody else were to come into your bedroom. Mm-hmm. I think you talk about if you were, what does that look like? What does that make you feel like? But I think if a lot of things are teachable.
It's teachable, and sometimes we overthink shit, bro. Like, marriage supposed to be forever, right? Yeah. So why not marry somebody you're supposed to fucking have fun with? Yeah. You're supposed to enjoy life with, experience new things with. You know what I'm saying? Sexual, non-sexual, whatever. Like, that's the type of, like, and it's dope that your perspective changed, because now, on some real shit, you probably will find your person just off that knowledge of what you're trying to do. More so than what your previous thought was, and then you would have got married to somebody you thought was your person. Then you realize you're not your that's not your person 3 years into the marriage.
And I've taken time to get to know me, to know what I want and what I like. Facts. And I know the sexual part is important for me. Yeah, based off of previous experience. Yeah. It's huge. Like, it's not the end, like, it kind of is. But it's important. It's so important, that compatibility and us being able to.
That's what I'm saying.
I guess that's why that question keeps coming up.
It's okay to say it's important too.
Yeah. So everything y'all saying is kind of full circle to what I was saying about I think I've benefited more. So, okay, the question came up because I got a homeboy that married his high school sweetheart. Mm-hmm. It's the only woman he's ever been with. You know what I mean? Yep. So, I know for a fact that, and that's not just him. I'll say anybody in that situation. Nigga, if you jump off the porch, it's gonna fuck your life up.
Oh, for sure.
You feel me? I know this for a fact because
you ain't never had nothing else.
Exactly. You ain't never had nothing else. And there's some fucking filet mignon out there, nigga. You had McDonald's the last one. Not to say there was McDonald's,
yeah.
but
there's always gonna be a different grade.
There's always a different grade. But once you've experimented, once you've had fun, once you've had bomb-ass sex, once you've had maybe what you thought was the best sex of your life, you know what I'm saying? Some people haven't even had the best sex of their life yet.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
True.
And then once you see how it fucks up your mental, how it fucks up their mental, how it changes the relationship, how it changes just the shit around you. I'll say that you need to have those experiences because when it comes time to picking the right person, you have questions you can ask.
Yeah.
99% of us, and I'm including everybody in this room and then people we know, didn't even know what questions to ask because we didn't even know what the fuck we liked.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why my answer is my answer because it's important. Now I know if I were to, not to say I'm getting divorced, but say my marriage ended and I was going to another relationship, I know what questions to ask you. Honesty is the best thing. I'm going to let you know what I like. Like, this is what I like. Because some people are so scared of losing somebody's interest in them, that they be faking their shit. They fake through the fucking initial part.
Yes.
If you tell me
the fraudsters,
you like, babe, the fraudster, like but it's, I don't know.
Put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's intentional fraud or if it's just them being scared to have the interest lost.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if a girl comes to me,
be true.
Huh?
Two things can be true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah. But if a girl tells me, oh, I like this, you know, I'm bi, I like girls sometimes, you know what I'll be like? What? Well, I'm pro, you're bi. So let's pro-bi this situation out and let's go handle it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that you give me an option now.
Yeah.
Right.
But you don't have to lie about shit. Yeah. You can be yourself and it's going to make you so much more at ease. And now you can ask any questions you want. Now you might really like me, but you might think I might feel away.
Yep.
So I'm never going to get all of you.
Right.
And then it's going to manifest itself later on in a relationship into other shit. So that's where 99% of relationships fail because we lying to each other. You know what I'm saying? Because I lied to myself.
Yeah.
I wasn't even prepared to get married. But I didn't know that because I want to get married.
Yeah.
I didn't know I wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said, yes, you can have those situations and then you can come back full circle and be with one person.
Yeah. Yeah, because you know what to ask for. I think you make a good point about people like lying and maybe not the intent. I think people do it all the time though, and you texting, you doing all these sexy things, and you saying I'm gonna do this, that, and the third, and then so now you've set this expectation of what this sex is about to be like, and then you go into this sex and they like.
Wow.
Like, I hate when they do
you know what I mean? And I think it happens on both sides. I think men can overhype themselves, and then you like, this ain't the thunder that you have promised. You know what I mean? I'm highly disappointed.
Girl, you better get ready for this.
It happened, and it's like,
you know what I mean?
It's about to happen. It's about to happen.
And you just be like, that was,
hurry up, get it out
I
of the
literally
way.
want my
Are
5
you
minutes
ready?
back.
Are you ready?
Right. I need my 5 minutes back. And you'd be like, how was that? Awful. Right? Like,
I wouldn't even tell him because I'll let that man live. I'm going to let him just feel himself and it's never happening again.
No, because then he walks around thinking he's a 5-star restaurant and he's a one.
But you know what? Maybe there's somebody he is.
But not here. And so I need you to know that here you were not a 5-star restaurant, sir. And we need to talk about it because you told me filet mignon and you brought out a hamburger.
Oh my!
The toy ain't even come with the Happy Meal, gang.
Crazy. I don't even walk away with the reward. But I think women do it too, right?
Finale after the boom.
There's no. It just
especially after the mimosas and brunches with their girls. Baby, I'm about to come do all of that. They go right to sleep on the nigga.
Okay, then that has happened, right? I think everybody said that moment. Or you just be like, yeah, I'm gonna do all these things, and then they when they asking you to do it, you like.
I don't talk shit. I just get it done. I don't even like
to talk. Elena, you hear it right now. You hear it right there.
And then I let you
don't
decide.
Talk about it. Be about it,
that's
man.
That's the type of person I am.
So that's a good point. Once you know what power you got, right? Some people don't know what power they got. You know what I'm saying? Some people will have these motherfuckers going crazy over them. after they did some shit fucked up niggas' head, or they'll say, nah, for real. And now this nigga trying to...
because it's serious.
It's serious. That shit be happening.
Don't hit me with the wop, and I'm not supposed to say I love you off rip?
Yeah. But...
I done had a dude try to take my whole existence.
Exactly.
I want my soul back, sir.
But...
I'm talking about in real life, though. Yeah.
Once you know that, like, some people struggle in that department. Mm-hmm. But if you that guy, you that woman,
if you know it,
and you like, I could probably make anybody feel good because I know how to touch whatever you need. Yeah. Because I'm in tune. I'm in tune with my body.
Right.
So I know I can get in tune with yours. Right. But that's not something to play with once you know you got that. So
because you have people falling in love. I think the biggest thing that I learned as I got older is men who research, who learn, and who are like real like educated about a woman's body, and like they'll ask questions and you'd be like,
actually know where the elevator button is.
Problematic. It's the greatest, but you'd be sitting here like, you ain't going nowhere. Like, like. Open up. What you doing? Who in here with you? You know what I mean? And I'm like, that, you know, if you know that that's a skill. Now, I would say men probably, in my opinion, know more about, yes, I got it, right? Like, I think men will be like, yeah, I ain't never met a female who ain't acting a little crazy after I, touch the bottom, right? And I think women sometimes don't know all that we have, right? I said sometimes. I'm not saying
sometimes they don't.
Sometimes they don't know. And women don't walk around talking about like, girl, yeah, because this, like, that's not the conversations that women have, right? And men will just be like, yeah, put her to sleep. I think the way that those sexual conversations happen are a little bit different.
Nah. It depends. Because
for me and my friends are not sitting here talking about like, girl, ocean, rock, and bottomless. Like, that's not the conversations I'm having. We're talking about like, what
not you particular.
Yeah, sex and what we liked and what we did, right? But like, we're not talking about that. So like, you walk into a situation and not know, and then this man be like, so you want to get married tomorrow? You want to move in today? You'd be like, are you okay? Like, no, that's crazy. That is wild. You'd be like, wait a minute.
Uncle Ben from Spider-Man got this quote, gang. With great power comes great responsibility.
That's a real shit.
You know what I'm saying? You just can't sling that thing everywhere, my dude. You can't just get that wop to everybody, pretty lady. Like, you know your superpowers.
I stay humble.
There you go. There you go.
But I, very humble. But I think it all comes down to the chemistry that you can be with people. And it might not be great with this person because the chemistry is just not there.
True.
But when it's right because the chemistry is crazy,
and that's when it going.
The chemistry has to be there though. Like if it's not,
I was gonna say, be careful with that chemistry set because the sex chemistry could be dope, but everything else,
that's real. That's real.
Man, I was just man.
Jimmy over there left.
He said, "Know what you got and
know what you got, bro." Because
yeah.
The biggest life experience you gonna have is where you're like, man, why the fuck am I still doing this?
Yeah.
And you know why you're still doing it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Please
you know why exactly.
There is some kind of
please be careful because laundry detergent will get put in your gas tank.
Well, somebody might drive to another city and
it gets serious. Yeah. People die over that shit. Like I'm talking about, it gets bad, bro. And I'm just like,
maybe it's not even a sex though. Maybe it's just you as a person too.
It could be that too. I think it could be a mix.
Yeah, it might be crazy.
I think it could be a mix. Yeah. If you, some people just bomb people. Yeah. Some people just bomb ass people.
Mm-hmm.
They just jive at everybody. They physically fit. They just top of the line people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes they just have a hard time just wanting to have casual shit because you're so easy to gravitate to.
Yeah.
And you talk to people that are not as confident in themselves as you are. And that's where the dichotomy gets fucked up.
Especially if you're charismatic, right? Yes. And I think that sometimes people, we live in a society that being like nice and being like that, people will be like, oh, okay, great. We had great sex and you're cool. And now I'm like, and I see a future and I want this. And I think being upfront with people is like different, right? Like I'm not looking for this. If that's too much for you to handle, and I love our sex, I think our vibe is cool, we can kick it, but I'm not trying to make you my person, and you're telling me the sex got me thinking about you being my person, let's just go ahead and cut it off now. Like, let's go ahead and just be mature and be like, it's cool. I appreciate the session, homie, and like go about my day.
One thing I had to learn as a young man, and I think a lot of young people need to learn this. If you're up front, it's not gonna matter. They're gonna still fuck with you.
That's what I was about to say.
They still gonna fuck with you, bro.
Yeah. If they want to, they will.
And they're gonna get mad still at the end of the day. They're still gonna get mad. They're gonna take as much as you're willing to give until you get tired of their bullshit because they just can't let it be what it is. And they want more and they want more and they want more. They'll keep taking it. And that's why I try not to even go into that at all, because once you get into it, it's kind of like now the person is even more connected to you. Now you feel bad because you don't want to keep leading them on, and playing with people's emotions is something you just don't do. You like, because people are crazy. Some people can be crazy and they be looking at you as their possession.
Yep.
And that the next thing you know, they're trying to take you out because they don't want nobody else to have you.
Hey man, be careful playing with people's emotions.
You don't play with people's emotions. I'm really big on that.
The reaction to your action, you can't control. So you can really go night-night for the rest of your life if you're playing with people's emotions.
See, so this is where I have the problem with that. Because there's a lot of honest people, and it's not my job to check your false expectations and your emotions, especially if I'm not lying to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'm being upfront.
But what if you know, though, Jimmy? Though, what if you know if the person you're dealing with is that type of a person, or they giving you some type of indication that they might
you got a delusion,
right?
You got an issue,
and you know it, but you have a responsibility in that too. So, like, if you feel like, look, I kept it real with you up front, and you still chose to, take the D. You know what I mean? But you know that this person has already showed you signs of being obsessive,
that part.
Obsession.
That part. So it's kind of your fault, right? You still hit.
You have a responsibility. You
I don't
might
know if
not
it's
think
his
you do,
fault.
but you got a responsibility, Jimmy.
Wait, it's not his fault that they're acting like that. But if I notate it,
not his fault that, and I'm not saying you particular, his or her, not your fault that they responded away, but
it's your responsibility to dead it.
But before I even penetrated, I'm sure there was a sign beforehand that was like, hey, dog, I maybe shouldn't hit this.
Well,
but then again, our human emotions take over.
You don't get to that point. Sometimes that session, that come out of nowhere. That chemistry just be like, we kicking it and boom, bam. And then you like, all right, cool, you cool. I'm gonna be friends. And you say we can be friends, whatever. Yeah. If y'all decide that it's gonna be more, great. But if I say like, y'all, I know we smashed, it was great, but like, I'm not looking for nothing else. This is where I'm at. I'm cool, copacetic. And you say, okay, cool, all right. And then you start being like, man, it's looking real us-ish.
Cut it.
Listen,
then yes, if you start doing things like that, then I'm gonna be like, this will be our last time.
Yeah. that voice shit, this will be our last time. All right, I'm not a motherfucking machine. All right, as much as I want to know this shit is toxic.
You toxic as hell.
I'm gonna be honest with you. No, man, I'm a realist.
That's what I want.
I'm a realist because, bro, it's like, man, you know some shit is bad as fuck for you. You're like, this bitch is crazy.
Nuts.
But then that sloppy toppy come out.
It's
you're
just
like,
a moment, though, Jimmy. It is a moment that's going to shortly
I know.
The moment he wants to
Moment,
experience.
but they trap your ass. All right, it's a fucking trap. You can't get out of it sometimes. So, no, but for real, though,
no
it's like.
Nah, you dead serious. Psych, nah. Come on now. You know psych, nah.
Maybe sit here like, no, we shouldn't.
Oh, this is good. Okay, I did have a question for you, too. So this is what be kind of killing me about women, because
sit up for this.
Listen, y'all could be upfront with each other, and women, like you said, sometimes they roll like a dude. You know what I'm saying? They get upfront with you too, and they can cut ties just as quick as a motherfucking dude can. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But more times than less, it don't be that way. They portray that and then feelings get involved. And now it's no longer we're copacetic, we're friends, we're having a good time. Now it's like you on some lightweight little bit of toxic shit because you fighting your own feelings. And now it's kind of like you feel like you betrayed yourself because you caught feelings for the dude that was just supposed to be the fuck around. You know what I'm saying? Even though y'all both was honest as fuck about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I feel like women do that little reverse a little bit more than dudes do, in my opinion.
I agree. But I feel like guys are just as, you know what's crazy is guys are equally, they could be equally or even way more emotional when it comes to that type of stuff. Mm-hmm. Guys are so good. Y'all are so good at making it seem like y'all could just, and some of y'all can. But I've had guys that be, I'm an energy person, so I already know, like, you really effing with the kid. Deep. And so you got more feelings for me than I do you.
You already have feelings in the first place, but stunning.
And I might have a little bit of feelings, but I can actually really, really, like, do that with you and then cut you off.
Like, no, for real. I had a friend and everybody always assumed, like, if they ever both were single, they would get together, or if they sleep together, she's going to be so in love. Like, that was his whole fear, right? Or whatever. Fast forward to, like, the opportunity presents itself. I'm like, cool, bet. Let's knock this off the list. I was cool afterwards. It was like, yeah, like, I don't know. And I was looking like, what you mean? What you talking about? No, we not. No, this was cool. I enjoyed it. We could do this and run this back. But like, I'm not looking at you like we had sex, so I need to be with you now, right? And it was like, oh, you always put the blame on me. Like, if we were to do it, you would just be so in love and I don't want to hurt you. And then you found out that a single shag is a savage shag. And I was just like, cool, bet. Thank you. Appreciate it. We still on for dinner on Sunday. I was a savage. Like, you know what I mean? And again, it's probably because I hung out with tons of dudes. So my mentality is a little different. I can be a soft female when I need to be and be like, oh my God, yes. Like, but if you tell me like, this is what it is, I'm not going to set myself up to get my feelings hurt, right? Because if I know me and I know like, if you tell me there's an inkling of like, this might be something, I might be like, is there? Let's explore. But if you say like, no, this is friends with benefits, or you just like, this is our one night, like, go back.
I'm going to tap you into something about dudes then. It's like a Chinese finger trap.
Every time you pull away, it gets tighter.
Yeah, because it's easy to lose track or not really worry about something that you know is going to be there. If somebody chasing you, they chasing you. Sometimes that shit be like, that was claustrophobic. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? But if a woman was really to keep it G and y'all had a bomb ass time and then she was like, all right, I'm cool, you know what I'm saying? That dude would be like, hold on.
What the hell?
What the helly?
What the heliante?
Hold on, this is
right.
All right, that's not, you know what I'm saying?
It's unusual.
But then you got the slick females that know that. And then they use that.
Game fraudsters.
Game recognized. So it's like, I don't got the answers for y'all, to be honest with you. You don't have to figure that shit out on your own because it's diabolical out in these streets, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's so many twists and turns it can take, but if you already have, first thing is having good sex.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. If you don't have that, don't even worry about the twists and turns, my nigga.
Because there ain't gonna be nothing.
You ain't gotta worry about nothing.
You getting off at the stop.
Yeah, you're good.
True.
But for the people that do, this shit is kind of like, I don't know how you can separate it, but everybody can't be. They have to really be on that page. Like y'all really have to not like each other. That, and then y'all have to kind of not really dig each other after that.
Have
a
an
little bit.
attraction.
Yeah, a little bit. Something's got to be off a little bit. But if y'all had a good time, y'all both attracted to each other, and y'all attractive people, and y'all vibe,
you're probably gonna end up in a situation.
It's gonna come back around.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna. You probably gonna double back. For real. You know
for sure. If all of those things take off,
double back.
I was about to say, you better take that probably out of it. Though.
I got somebody trying to double back right now, and it's like, bruh, like
trying to
be like going hard trying to double back, and I'm like,
no, thank you.
And he was one of the best. But I'm disciplined. I'm very disciplined.
You disciplined?
Very much so. Like if I'm he was literally one of the best. I'll just be honest.
Yeah.
But
he's invested.
I want to know what the fuck happened.
One thing about me is like I told you, right? I said I don't know how to cut it off and cut it back.
It's just off.
I struggle with that.
So he did something to you that you had to cut off?
I don't even say he
messing
did.
with you.
He actually did something, but it wasn't given what it was supposed to be given at the time. Not even the physical part of it. That was great. I'm talking about like, because for me, it was really just, because I had never, this might be TMI, maybe not. That was like one of the first times I dealt with a dude outside of a relationship.
Yeah.
Like I really don't be getting into
situations,
like
yeah.
that. You know what I mean? So I was dealing with this individual and it was amazing. And it was supposed to just be what it was going to be.
Right.
I didn't want nothing more. I didn't want nothing less. But it wasn't given what it was supposed to be given. And so I finally was like, I'm just going to go ahead and cut it off. Just easily. I mean, as great as it is, as great as it was, I just cut it off respectfully. And he keeps trying to double back. Now, we've doubled back a couple times throughout the years, but it's like...
Okay.
But listen,
I don't double back.
All right.
I don't double back.
Okay, well,
No.
I knew it, nigga. I knew it.
You always do that. Let me explain when I say double back.
All right.
I did, I guess, we never was in a situation. So to double back would be...
Open communication.
Always been a rebound. He's the go-to rebound. So I guess if I break up with somebody, I probably...
I was going to say, that's the emergency glass, homie. That's the emergency glass.
Emergency break.
He's just somehow just appears every freaking time, like right after I break up.
The pheromones is out.
He pops up. But I'm not doubling back. This is the first time I said I wasn't going to go back.
Yeah.
The other times I never said I wasn't going to go back. So it wasn't really a double back because I never said, like, I'm never
good,
doing that again. Now I'm saying I'm done. Even though he keep trying to double back, I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like, that was what it was, and now it is what it is.
I think if you have your strong stance on being like, I'm good, I think you can really be that, right? Like, what up? And not be on some funny stuff. Just be like, I've had my time with you in that manner. Right. I don't want it anymore, and I can go about my day. And I think but that takes time, right? I think telling people, you should be able to do that. That's not what you used to. You ain't never did it before. That first time, you're gonna be like, really? Just one more time, right?
Yeah,
like,
let me just see.
Like, you know what I mean?
Be sure.
It's difficult.
And then after that, we're done, right? Like, and
you struggle, but
this is gonna be the last time, gang. It's the last.
So I think when you just like, it's cool. And something will happen, and it'll cause you to be like, I don't even want
more
that.
For myself.
As you should.
I like that.
I want so much more for me. I deserve more than just to be giving myself to everybody.
100%.
And that's just, as I get older, I really want marriage. I want a union with somebody that I'm willing to be patient for and prepare myself for.
That's
where I'm at with. That's where I'm at with it.
Shag, would you get married again?
Good question.
Nigga, please.
If
I'm one and done. I ain't gonna hold you.
So, I obviously divorced.
Yeah.
Been divorced 4 years. I was the only person I've ever spun black on was my ex-husband, right? So we dated again, being like, maybe this time.
Yeah.
And then we were like, nah, we're better off co-parents and cool and
Respect.
that's how I feel, right? And so I was like, well, maybe I won't ever get married again. Like I think the concept of marriage and its foundation and all that it stands for, I believe in it because that's why I got married to begin with. But I'm no longer on a timetable, right? So I'm not going to say no. However, now I know, right? I got my list of questions, the things I want, the things that I don't want. Can you do this? Can you do that?
So would you be cool if it doesn't happen, but you find you in a dope ass relationship? Would you be cool without the...
Yeah, if I was with somebody and they were like, we vibe, we do everything. Everything is except we don't have a ring.
Right.
Like I think there's other ways to go about
commitment stuff.
Commitment and being like, well, because I think people always would be like, what about a house? What about if something happens to you? Yeah. And you have paperwork in order in those things, right? I would love, I think generally I'm a romantic at heart.
Okay.
So yes, I would want to. However,
so it's a romantic and a thug. I got it.
Yeah, I'm a romantic thug. You know what I mean? My dad calls me a princess with a hard hat. There's softness here.
Princess with a hard
but
hat.
I think that like I would never rush it, and my mentality and my thought process is different, and then making sure that person is compatible in all those other different ways.
Yeah.
And go from there. But I'm not actively looking to be like, I'm gonna find me a man. Right. We about to get married. We about to do this whole thing. Are we? I just want to chill and vibe. And if I find somebody that's like we dating and now we want to be exclusive and we get to that and it'd be like, I think you're my person and I'm like you my person too, and that turns into marriage. Cool, but I'm not on a hunt to be like I want to get married again. I got married young. I went to the courthouse.
Right.
We was like, cool, bet, boom, bam, and I went back to work the next day. And they were like, what'd you do on your birthday? I was like, woke up, had breakfast, got married, went to Target. Like, you know.
Would you want it different if you were to get married again? Like that 100%. Experience to be different? Okay.
We had just found out we were pregnant. He had already bought a ring. We got engaged. I was moving to Cincinnati. I was really big on if you make me a mother, you need to make me a wife, right? That was something I had said our entire relationship. So he had already got a ring. I got pregnant, and then it was like, all right, he engaged 1 week. Like 7 days later, we got married. A week later, I was moved to Cincinnati in our apartment. Like it was very fast paced. Right. And then we were living together first time, but we were preparing for a child. Like, you know, so I would definitely, I'm done with kids, right? So like if anybody's out there, you're like, oh, she cute. I don't want no more kids. So like, if that's what you want, that's not it. But I think that I would definitely go about it differently. I was always a person who wanted a wedding. I didn't have a wedding. I think my concept of like what I would spend on a wedding or what I would want to invest my money into is different. But I think if I were to get married, I would express that to a person like, well, this is what my vision is. Are we aligned with that, right? Yeah. And then go from there. I'm a believer in love, right?
Yeah.
It just may look different for everybody.
A lot of men don't believe in marriage. Like they don't care. Like this generation, marriage is not even a part of the conversation.
Well, how often do they see people get married?
That's real.
And then how often
I'm okay with that, honestly.
Yeah. Not getting married?
With people being okay with not getting married, because that to me is like people are more self-aware now.
Yeah.
I feel like it was something you thought you were supposed to do.
It had to be done.
You know,
it had to be done.
And then as time progresses, like people are getting more honest. You know, social media is kind of like, it's not pushing a good narrative. Right. But the one narrative it is pushing is that people are being themselves. Yeah. And they're exposing themselves. So now people are actually kind of being honest with what they want. It might be all bullshit, but it's real bullshit. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying, because it is this social media shit is a gift and a curse, but it does, if you use it right, it shows your individuality. It shows who you really are. And everybody got their own platforms. Some people need to shut the fuck up. But at the end of the day, if, like I said, if you using it for a purpose, it definitely, I like the fact now it's cool to be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Versus back then where we grew up, it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So I feel you on that.
You don't know what you don't know, right? And until you see it. And so if I grew up and everyone told me I needed to go get married and I needed to go get married and have the 2.5 kids and a dog and a white picket fence and that's the dream. And I'm like, I'm doing the dream, but I hate the dream. Right. That's not my dream. That's not your dream. Y'all's dream.
That wasn't Martin Luther King's dream.
I can't with him. So it's like you go and do that and it's like, maybe I really don't want kids, right? I think that's another thing. People don't necessarily want to get married now. They want just a partner and people don't want to have kids. And people find both of those very problematic, right? What do you mean you don't want to get married? And then I think people are actually more accepting of you not wanting to get married than they are you saying, I don't want to have kids. And it's like, what do you mean you don't want to have kids? They don't want to have them. They're expensive. We love our kids, but kids are expensive to raise them properly, right? And it's like, y'all gonna help me foot these bills? Like, there's all these other things that come with outside of just making this baby and birthing this baby. There's all these other aspects. And so people are just making conscious decisions on like, you want me to have kids. Well, what are you going to do when you get older? Who's going to take care of you? There's nursing homes. Or what if I don't need somebody to take care of me? What if I just live my life and then I just die of old age and I don't need anything extra?
Somebody that I had my friend years ago, and when she said it, it made me super sad. She's like, sis, like there's old people right now who never been married and they're never gonna get married. And I was like, it made me sad because I always had that dream, right?
Yeah.
I still do, and I will one day. I'm always gonna believe in marriage and but like,
well, you better like feet.
And the other thing. And the other thing. Head o'clock. I'm sorry. Look.
Yeah.
That get it, cause that shit.
Jimmy, you threw me under the bus. Somebody better like me. We supposed to be cutting that part out, Jimmy.
I just wanted to say that part, like that fear mongering shit is trash too. Like,
I'm all about that.
I tried.
You try,
my mind is like 15 second intervals.
He said solid.
Better like this.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, we all right. That shit was like, bam, right out my head. All right, we're going to cut 2 parts out of this motherfucking conversation.
Oh my gosh.
No,
okay.
No, we good. We can end it, gang.
This has been very copacetic.
Yeah. It really has, yes.
No, she was talking about like just the just some old people that never been married and blah. That's everybody don't want that, man. Like the fear mongering shit, and the Shaq said earlier about the fear of being alone and everything like that. People get married for the wrong reasons, yo.
Correct.
Yeah.
People go into relationships for the wrong reason, and then Kanye got a bar, hated niggas marry hated bitches and have hated kids. Like
this is what I was trying to say. I was trying to give them that lyric on the podcast, and I'm like, hey.
Yeah, she fucked it all up. But yeah, that was it. That was it, though. That was it. I was trying to set the time, but yeah, he hit it down the head.
Fucked it all up.
We was like, yeah, all right. And like, yeah.
But that is stupid. But that's a real bar, dog, because it's a trickle down effect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so at the end of the day, if you want what you want, cool. Don't let nobody else influence you on something else that you might not want.
Your opinions don't pay my bills.
Exactly. Say that again. I'm sorry.
Your opinions don't pay my bills.
Yes,
right.
I will tell people that in a quickness. They'll say all these things, and I'm like, "Do you feel better? You got that off your chest?
You got that off your chest?
That's all. Because that's at the end of the day. That's all you.
When your birthday?
July 22nd.
Okay, I thought you was like December or something.
No concept. It's like now that you got it off, I feel like you happy because your opinions don't pay my bills, and they'll never pay my bills. Yeah. And so I'm gonna live my life the way that I feel like I want to live my life.
Yeah.
And I'm not losing no sleep,
right?
Because you don't like it,
that
right?
That part.
And it is what it is. Like so, I mean, my dad ever watches this, he'll be like, facts. He got married one time, and he'll tell you, I got married to prove people wrong because my grandma told him not to get married, and his ex-wife's family told her not to get married, and so they both were like, let's get married to prove people we gonna do what we want to do. Terrible decision. And so now you gonna get married again? He be like, hell no, wait a minute. You could if you actually got married for the right reasons. Because you got married the first time to basically be like, y'all not gonna tell me what to do.
Right.
That's real.
And so people, I think, find themselves in those situations often about making decisions for other people, right? When people are like, oh, I don't care about a kid, and one person wants a kid, you end up finding out the person who's really like, sometimes really leans towards not wanting a kid, and now they're with the kid that they have to take care of, and not
like
to
your
say
damn daddy.
Yeah, like they may not necessarily treat their kid bad, but they didn't never parenthood wasn't their dream. I always imagined myself as a mother. I was delusional when I was younger and thought I was gonna have a lot more kids, but I always wanted to be a mother. So me becoming a mother was my goal, and that's something I wanted to do. That was it. But if someone was telling me like, well, you need to be a mother, and I didn't want kids, thank you. Are you who gonna take care of the? Hop on, who this man? Like, what are y'all talking about? I'm not doing that. Right. So I think, people got to be okay with people doing things their way and not assimilating to what they want them to do. And with kids, guess what? One day, even though we all have these dreams and aspirations that we would love our kids to achieve, they may not do that the way that we think that they're going to do it in our heads, right? Like, It is what it is. Like, are you happy? Are you
Right.
in your true self? Cool, bet. Because I'm going to live in my true self. Like, y'all all right? Cool, love that. Like, my dad knows. He like, you try to tell her to do what? You try to tell her what to do?
Mm-hmm.
How'd that work out for you? It didn't. It didn't work out for them that well at all. So that's how I just think that's what it is.
That's fine. That part.
Yep.
All right, man. So we're gonna call it into this night a second time.
I'm
Nah,
just
that was hard, though.
politicking with shades on, trying to give you game like Parker Brothers, my name.
This was dope.
Yes, it was.
You know what I'm
Absolutely,
saying?
yes.
We're gonna do this again.
Hey, Shad, come back.
I'll come back.
Sure.
Mhm.
For sure.
I got y'all.